Hello, I wanted to make a kind of a special video um, that I kind of did an outline for. Um, I don't really like to show my face on video. It's not about me, it's about the cards. But there was an interesting thing a video I came across about collecting, and it wasn't about tarot, it was about other things. Basically collecting vinyl, which I do collect vinyl. But the video made so much sense to me that it applies to people that collect tarot decks. Now, I'm not talking 5, 10, 15. I'm talking you keep buying decks and things that come along with them. So I thought I would kind of throw some things out there and my own reflections of that. So when you're collecting something, so let's say we're collecting tarot, why? Why do you collect tarot? For me, I like the history, I like the images, I like the feel of the cards, I think they have their own personalities, and, using a deck, I enjoy it. And for who? Are you collecting for yourself? And a lot of us think, yeah, I'm collecting for myself. You need to look at that. Are you collecting to show off to other people? Sometimes I feel like when I buy a deck, I'm like, I can't wait to show this off on video. What's it doing for me? Is it something I really want? Did I spend money just to show this off and just stick it in a little cubby somewhere and forget about it? That's the big thing. Who are you collecting for? Are you collecting for yourself? Are you spending the money on yourself? Are you spending the money just because? And that kind of leads into how much do you think you spent total on tarot? And I actually have kind of put together a rough figure, and it's a small fortune, considering. Have you been monitoring the prices of them? Are there some decks that you could get rid of and make some money and buy more, or some that you really are sitting on and watching the money, like the Soleon decks? Price keeps going up, like the Scarlet Imprint Solabusca. When I got that, it was one price. Now it's, multiplied by 3, 4 times. So if you're collecting them and you are saving them to maybe, for them to accrue value, that's fine. That's a reason to collect. And that gets into space. Do you have the proper space to store them? Are they being crushed? Tarot decks don't take up a lot of space, but is it the proper space that you are storing them? Dry, where nothing's getting on them, no pets are interacting with them, no children are interacting with them. They're not being, the sun isn't beating down on them. They're pulled out once in a while. The ones that are heavy use that you actually use, obviously they're personal, you're not going to get rid of them. But the ones you're actually collecting, the ones you don't touch too often, are they being properly stored? Are they in a box, not a closet? Where are they? So just think about that. There's some, proper storage is important. The final thing I thought was, if you were to drop dead right now, what would happen to your collection? What would happen to your collection of teddy bears, your collection of plants, your collection of tarot decks, your collection of whatever? Where's it going? What's it going to do? Is it going to end up in a yard sale? Is someone going to throw out all the notes you've taken on the cards? Where is that going? Do you have a plan? It's just something to think about. It's not morbid, it's just matter of fact. Will they end up in a thrift store somewhere? Are you going to donate them to a library? There are libraries that will take tarot decks. There's one in Louisiana that actually has an archival collection of modern decks, and they wrote an article about it, and I found it. I thought it was interesting. What are you going to do with the decks? At some point, are you going to pass them on to someone? Have you thought about that? I mean, if you have a decently sized collection, 100, 200, 500 decks, it's not a small thing. So what will you do? Where will it go? Who will, will the person that you think will get them? Do you think they want them? Those are just some thoughts. I was thinking about these things, and especially with space. We only have but so much space. Vinyl, it doesn't really take up too much space, but then it does. You stack them, and also they're very heavy, so you do have the way to properly store them upright, things like that. Same thing with tarot. Some decks, do you shelve them like books? Do you stack them on top of each other? But anyway, I just thought I'd share that with my channel and my thoughts. And to be honest, the who are you collecting for was very sobering to me to hear that. Who am I collecting for? Am I really truly collecting for myself, or am I collecting to impress people? And it's just a thought. And when you ask yourself that, you may say, I really don't need that deck. Why would I need that deck? Just because it's this. There's certain decks you like, but sometimes you're like, why did I even get that deck? Do you need to pare down decks? I've sold a few of my decks. I've sold some I regret. The Victoria Regina deck, I wish I still had it. I don't plan on getting another copy, but I wish I still had it. Maybe it's time to weed. Maybe you're happy with your collection. It's exactly what you want. Are you taking notes about it? Are you keeping why are you collecting these decks? Do you have it written down somewhere? Or is someone going to guess why you selected these decks? If someone comes behind you and says, oh, look at all these decks. Why were these chosen instead of these? Just things to think about. Anyway, that's my little dialogue. So anyway, I appreciate you watching my channel. This is also a thank you for everybody that subscribes and watches. I appreciate it. I don't really do it to make money. I just do it for fun, do it to connect and be out there. So thanks for watching.